Let's bring in Republican New Jersey Congressman Jeff Van Drew. Congressman, the government shutdown affects a lot of things. How do you think it will affect the governor's race here in your state?
It's going to hurt Democrats, and I'm going to tell you why. This is a different kind of shutdown. This is a Democrat shutdown. Everybody needs to understand, through the Republican-controlled House of Representatives, Congress, we passed a little mini bill. It's called a CR, a continuing resolution. And this little budget bill gets you going for another 8 weeks so you can hash out all these issues, how much health care, what you're going to pay for, what you're going to do, et cetera. We did it. It's routine. Democrats have voted for this for years, dozens of times. Chuck Schumer has voted for this over and over again. But last time, Chuck Schumer, just recently, when he cooperated with Republicans at all, he was basically told by his base, the radical fringe base, that if he continued to do that or ever did it again, he was going to lose his leadership position. So now he can't do what he's always done, what Democrats have always done. This is not a Republican or Democrat CR. There's no Trump stuff in it. It literally is just to keep government open until we hash all this out. So the Democrats refuse to cooperate because of politics. It's their shutdown. They own it. They have to eat it, and they're going to pay for it.
I'm sure it doesn't surprise you that Hakeem Jeffries, the leader of Democrats in your body, the House, is blaming President Trump and Republicans. Listen.
House Republicans are on vacation all across the country and the world, and Senate Republicans continue to vote on the same partisan Republican spending bill that's dead on arrival because it guts the health care of the American people. They don't want to reopen the government.
How would you respond to the minority leader, Congressman?
In all due respect to Jeffries, he's not telling the truth. It's not a Republican bill. It doesn't gut anything at all to deal with health care. It simply continues the spending that Democrats have agreed to in the past that's going on right now. It's just a continuation for a number of weeks so we keep government open. Doesn't cut health care, doesn't do anything, has no Trump initiatives in it, has no congressional initiatives, nothing from us in it at all. It is simply a very simple bill to continue spending, continuing resolution that they have voted for over and over again. The exact same thing. No difference. No, they want to shut government down. They're gambling by creating a complete mess here and trying to create chaos that they're going to benefit, number one. And number two, John, so importantly, they are the leadership in the Senate, the Democrat leadership, rather, in the Senate, and the Democrat leadership in the House is scared out of their mind because their base has become so radicalized, so extreme. They now want to shut down government. They now want to do whatever they can to hurt the situation and create chaos. They now do not want to cooperate even on the most simple and routine resolutions. It's shameful, and even more shameful, they're not telling the truth about it.
Let's get back to the governor's race in your state. Your fellow member of the New Jersey congressional delegation, Mikey Sherrill, says that the president is freezing funds for the big dig under the Hudson River. Listen.
Trump has said he's freezing funding for the Gateway Tunnel project because he is now taking taxpayer dollars and using them in a political fight, which is unacceptable. And so we have seen again and again. I'm more pessimistic because I remember the bad old days when Trump held Infrastructure Week every single week and yet wouldn't give a dime to the most important infrastructure project in the entire nation.
So is this something that should be blamed on the president?
No, it shouldn't. All that they want, all the president wants, look, he loves New York and he loves New Jersey. We all know that. It's really clear. He wants to make sure the project is done right, that we're actually spending the dollars the right way, not on nonsense. You know, before we had things with transportation projects like tree equity, nobody even knows what it means, and all kinds of DEI policies that you had to fill every slot a certain way. They were worried about what pronouns were used or weren't used. So we saw, you know, I had conversations with the Secretary of Transportation, Duffy. We actually had him down here in our district where we have an FAA facility and talked about, just for example, it's not only bridges, what they did to our airports, corroded copper wire, never upgraded, never went to fiber optics, which we should have, didn't do any of the things so we can see what's going on in our airports and everywhere else. We need to spend the money in what it was meant to be spent on.
Congressman Jeff Van Drew, Republican of New Jersey. Congressman, thank you.
Good to be with you, John, always.
Thanks.